So in this guide I will show how to install a Debian package without using the apt package manager, specifically in Ubuntu. But obviously, since we are talking about Debian packages, you can refer this guide you can use this guide for any Debian based distro you're using, and do not consider the Red Hat or Arch based distros, although they have a very similar process. They do not share the same extension that the Debian packages have. In general, it's very easy to do this. You just need a terminal and the Debian package that you want to install, which you can recover from the official website from the official repository of the software you want to install, rather than the Ubuntu repositories. In this example, I will show how to do this for the Google Chrome browser, which usually isn't in the repository of Debian or Ubuntu. And the first thing that you want to do is to head to a path that you are familiar with. In my case, I'm just in the home of the user, as you can see. So home Ubuntu. First of all, the first thing that you want to do is to acquire sudo. So just run sudo I and then input the password to acquire the admin privileges. I usually prefer to do this rather than running sudo for every command that I need to, because it's just faster. And the command that in general you want to run is this one, dpkg plus -i, and then the package name plus deb. And you do not need to worry about the dpkg command because it's already installed on your system by default. And if you are not sure of what that -i does, it's just the install parameter for the dpkg, for which you have many other choices, many other parameters. If you are curious, just feel free to investigate and study the tool. But just notice that with dpkg you don't install the dependencies of the software you are installing. You are only installing, let's say, the package itself without anything else. You need anything like dependencies for on dependencies, then you need to run the apt install plus the package name. If you prefer, you can also specify the path of your Debian package. In my case, I will install the Google Chrome package. So I will install first the Debian. I will first download the Debian from there. Specifically for this case, but it might happen also for your software, you can be pretty confident that this is the correct link from which you want to download the Debian package, and that's because usually Google provides the every time it calls the stable version, they have a stable current and then the architecture of the system. So this link is always updated if they will release a new version. Unless anything changes, you can be pretty confident that this link also works for you. How to retrieve this link? Usually you get it from the site of the software you are referring to. In your present path, you should find the Debian, and after that you can already run the dpkg or the apt install command, but I suggest you to do a verification first on the file you downloaded. In particular, run this command. This is just, a good practice. Every time you download something from the internet, it's suggested to double check the checksum, in particular the SHA-256 checksum of the file you downloaded, and compare this checksum with the one that is provided on the site so that you can be sure that the downloaded file doesn't have any additional bytes. If that is the case, then it means that it might have been corrupted somehow during the download for a way or the other, for a reason or the other, or you are downloading from a site that is not the official one, so it might have some malware on it, and you don't want that. So it's a good security practice to first check these checksum. After you made sure that everything is alright, you can, as I said, run the apt install Google Chrome, in my case, Debian. In my case, I want to do this so that it auto-completes. And again, I'm running the apt install rather than the dpkg, so that I can install also the dependencies for this package. And the dependencies are a very important part of the installation process, because if they are not present, either the software you installed will misbehave, or it won't work at all. So it's very important to use the dependencies. Installation should have gone successfully. The first thing you want to do after it finished, to double check that it has been installed correctly, is maybe to check something like the version that has been installed, if it checks out with what you expected. In my case, it did. And first of all, and most importantly, the system recognized the command, so it means that Google has been installed correctly on my system. If you are curious, you can uninstall the Debian package still with the same commands pretty much, but with a different parameter. With the apt is apt remove and then Google Chrome stable. Otherwise, if you prefer to be clean and let's say minimalist, you can use dpkg or package name. So Google Chrome stable again for me. In this case, you are only uninstalling the actual software, not its dependencies. So as you saw, it's very easy. Just make sure that you know that you are installing from the official repository or from a trusted source, because getting malware is very easy. In any case, installing from Debian packages is very useful if you're working with scripts and automation and you don't have access to the internet. So this is why you might need to install from the Debian packages a software rather than from the package manager. I hope that this guide has been useful to you. So if so, please check also my post if you need anything, and feel free to ask questions, and most of all, please leave a like and subscribe. Cheers.